All right. What's up? Just finished trading here for Wednesday, June 29th, 2022. Finishing down again. A lot of red days this month, but keeping the losses small, down 106. Could have been smaller, but I tried to get myself out of the hole here on TRVI. I also took a couple trades on SIGA in the middle of the day here and could not get myself out of the red. I actually dug myself a little bit more into the hole. And it just seems like it's just that one of those days that the more you trade, the more you keep losing money. And it's unfortunate that I have to, stop trading and I have to accept that I'm not going to get green today. But it's necessary for me in the long run to stay profitable is to accept these days that are so hard to accept that no matter how hard you try, you're just never going to get green. And so here I am accepting $106 loss. By all means, very small. Very small red day. I can make this back in just one trade if I get a solid opportunity. But it just sucks, when like you try so hard to get green and to make some money and the market is just not there, and then part of you is like, don't, just keep trying, like keep putting, trade some more, or like keep going. Something's got to happen, and I'm sitting here all freaking day and nothing happens. So that it was just kind of a mess today. No really good opportunities to hit my strategy. And it sucks because this month I had so many red days. This is going to be my 9th red day this month. However, last month, which is a really good sign, last month I had 4 red days. And this month I had 9 red days. Still one more day left in the month. But I'm still made the same amount that I did in May. So my average green days are getting bigger, which is a really good sign. But having a lot more red days this month, and it seems to be a little bit more difficult trading in June. Just the opportunities aren't the same. It's like the stocks aren't moving as much as they were earlier in the year between March, April, and May, and they're not as often as they were. So hopefully it does turn around for next month. There's still one more day left in this month. So anything can happen. Then we also have, what is that? Friday is going to be the start of the new month. And so hopefully July has some better opportunity. So let's go through these trades. I had mostly losers today. A lot of losers today. A lot of small losses adding up with no big winners today. And that's what really was the kick in the balls. So here, TRVI, I saw this popping up, went in for a pullback, scalped it for 3 cents, then trying to get a position here, but took my small gains too soon here. And then I go back in at 260, way up here for the breakout. And then I get the breakout, and then I add on the breakout for some continuation, and then it kind of pulls back a little bit too far for my liking, thinking it's going to be a false breakout on this candle here. And I take a small gain again. Then here is another really good setup. 1 minute bull flag with the 90 MA, bouncing off the 90 MA in continuation. This is a bit of a false breakout choppy area. You would kind of have to do buy after a false breakout on this candle. It would be a potential entry, but that's also risky in the moment. So, kind of a little bit challenging here. You had to stay convicted for sure and have your risk pretty tight underneath that 90 EMA because this candle could easily do a flush. That was it on TRVI. I tried scalping here. We're not scalping, getting a position for anticipating the break of 285, but I just kept getting chopped out there. And on CBIO, what is it here on CBIO? Here we had a run up. I actually saw it here, but I thought the volume was still light. I didn't know if this was, I don't know what was going on here, but this was actually quite bullish, reclaiming this entire wick. I should have been buying up for the break of this candle, but didn't. And then you had a nice 1 minute pullback, and then that next leg up for another 15 cents or so. Got that break at $2. That was a really good move. That was probably the best move of the day. Then I go in for the 1 minute pullback, average down to 192, taking break-even trade there again, trying to get in on that another pullback to the VWAP at 89, taking profits at 191. Then it pulls back again, average down at 88. Didn't see that reclaim. And this closed below the VWAP and the 90 EMA, so I closed my position, and that was at the low of this candle. The next candle came in, bounced right back through VWAP and the 90 EMA, and I start buying at 191. I thought this would be the beginning of the move back up to the break of $2, and take some off for break even, some for a 1 cent gain. Then I go back in at 192. On this pullback here, I thought it was just going to be a quick pullback and then a run back up to 2. Then this candle comes in, take a 3 cent loss. Really, you had 3 minutes to make money. 1, 2, 3. After that, the stock is not in play. And that's just been what's going on today. It's very kind of stressful because TRVI had some good moves. TRVI did have some good moves, but it was a little bit tricky. And I seem to not perform as well at between 7 and 8 as I do at 9:30. And I was sized down, not really big size. Hindsight, this is the best opportunity of the day here, this front side move. That was the best opportunity of the day. I actually was up like $20, and I gave it back here. And then TRVI here at the open. I thought this would be a good move up to 3. I thought this had potential. I saw this reclaim the VWAP, rip up. I went in for I just kind of chased it here at 271. Added on a pullback, scalped at 1 or 2 cents there, taking some off as well at 273. Then adding back in on a dip at 273. This is a nice 1 minute pullback to the 9 EMA and VWAP. Found some really good support, volume coming in, flipping green. Now I'm looking for the break at 276. This was I got a nice 4 cent win on 2,500 shares. That was probably my biggest trade of the day. I probably made 60, 70 bucks on it. And then I took my remaining position off at 277.09. Here it went kind of backside and reclaim the 90 EMA and VWAP. Here I was looking for a move back up to 278, and finally that gap up to 295 and then up to 3. I was getting real antsy here. I thought we'd see it. Here I took a small loss, still holding half of my position though. Then averaged down at 268 and taking some off at 273. At this point, I remember looking at my P&L. I was only down like 16 bucks. If I could go back in time, I'd stop trading there, but I kept trading. Here I added at 74. I thought this would be the candle that ripped up through, up to 280. This candle came in, dumped on me, taking a scratch trade in here, and then trying to buy the pullback at 269. But this candle just kept going down and down. Took 3 cent loss there. Adding back at 265 for the break back over VWAP. I thought this would be like an ABCD pattern. I thought this would be finally that move that would go. I was kind of anticipating that. This candle came in and wrecked all of my dreams. So 3 cent loss there. And TRVI ending down, up $13. $13. CBIO, I don't think I traded this at open. Yeah, no. NRSN, I thought this had a potential through 330. The 5-day, if you look at the 5-day chart, 2 days ago there's a high at 330. I thought this would be a perfect move through 330, but it had a double top and it never was able to reclaim that level and rip up. And I was like really anticipating that move, so that's why I was kind of getting aggressive here. I was at 318, trying to get 322, adding on this dip, trying to see that pop through 330. Never got it. Now here, trying to accumulate at 308, see if we get that curl. We never got that curl, and ended up taking the loss in the end. Here though, I thought this candle would make the move here at the open. Here I bought the pullback and I wanted to see that move. Didn't see it. This is actually not a bad red to green. If you got in on this candle, you could have rode that for a nice 10 cents. But I got in late at 312. I thought we'd see some continuation. I averaged down at 309, 2,000 shares, taking some pretty decent size here. I was in 2,000 shares. Or 2,500 shares cumulative, so that's about, that's 7,000, 7,500 position size. That's pretty good share size. A 10% move on $7,500 is $750. So my sizing is there. It's just the market isn't there to make that move. So here I took, I think, break even in the end. Tried going off a dip here, and this is getting bought up. So I thought this would make that move. Kind of like how we saw yesterday on that other stock. I forget what stock it was. I gotta go back into my journal. Maybe AGRX. Yeah, see, AGRX had that like a dump and then a reclaim. So I thought this would have as well a dump here, and then we would reclaim. But so that's why I was buying off the lows here. I was getting bought up. So I guess other traders were anticipating that as well, but never really panned out like that. I did get a nice 6 cents though from the bottom of this candle, selling at 294. 6 cents, 250 shares. It's a solid scalp. If I had bigger share size, that would have been really decent. That was it for NRSN. I tried it again here. 1 minute pullback, trying to see some continuation. Here, got stuck in a false breakout. And then here was that huge dump in the middle of the day, around 11:30. Huge dump. Oh crap, here goes TRVI. This is that move I was trying to get. But yeah, it's so wicky. This is not gonna rip. I don't think this is gonna rip. But yeah, TRVI. I thought this would be an ABCD pattern. This dumped, and then I came back at the end of the day. At this point, I was down $80, trying to see that move continuation up to 3. I thought we'd see some sort of squeeze. This candle here, I added at 69 here at the break of this. So it's like a breakout here of the pivot, and then a rip back over to 71. Here I'm adding. This candle comes in, dumps all the way down to 63. I stop out at 65, and then this candle comes in and finally breaks out. Didn't go very far, but still was kind of frustrating because I got faked out there. But small size, and that put me down 106 on the day. Not the best day to be trading, and I don't know. Sometimes I'm just hard on myself because like I probably shouldn't have been trading as much as I did today, but like I was really wanting to get green because I had kind of a good streak going. I had three-day green streak going. I wanted to keep it going. This day was red. However, the good news is that I'm able to keep these losses small, and so in the grand scheme of things, I gave back 2/3 of my profit of yesterday. So really, I didn't even make a dent into my average green day that I can make, so I can make this back relatively quickly. But this is the biggest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So February had 10 red days, and that was a break-even month. And here I'm sitting 9 red days, and I'm sitting at tied with May on the month. So in a sense, I am making a lot of progress because my average green day has gotten a lot bigger. My average green day is around 250 for June. My average green day in May was 119. So my average green days are getting bigger. It's just this month I really had a lot of red days, and that's something that I could fix by keeping. Obviously, I had two bigger red days. I could keep these a lot smaller, as well as I may need to start being disciplined and having some no trade days or not trading as much. And I had a feeling today was gonna be a red day. Just I never really got green. I was maybe green $20 in the beginning at maybe 7:00 in the 7:30 in the morning. But yeah, it just seemed like every trade I would take, I would just take a small loss, take a small loss, take a small loss, take a small loss, maybe make a couple dollars, and then take another small loss. Just digging myself deeper and deeper and deeper. And that's not a good feeling. But yeah, I can make this back in one day, one trade, maybe two. So just gotta wait for that momentum to come back. I've been reviewing like some of these stocks that were ripping up last year and at the end of 2020, and wow, if that market comes back, I started trading at like the worst possible time. I started trading right at the end of the bull market. So the bull market was just going parabolic at the end of 2021 and between the end of 2020 and the end of 2021, and stocks were flying like crazy. But I was so inexperienced that I could not capitalize on that movement, and I had to stick with small size. I couldn't let myself lose control about the potential amount of money I could have made if I was in the right timing, if I had enough experience, like kind of like where I am now, or where I'll be in maybe a year from now. I had to stay disciplined and be like, well, you know what, these stocks are going flying, but they're gonna go flying again when I'm ready. But right now, it's in 2020, 2021, I'm not ready yet. I just started, and I don't have enough experience under my belt. So until then, I gotta stick with 10 shares, 5 shares, and it was just it was such like I don't know. It was kind of tough because like I wish, I was at that level to where I could capitalize on that movement. Now seeing stocks go 100, 200, 300%, and I couldn't do anything about it. It was so like I don't even know what the word to describe it. It's just like not defeat, but like I don't know. I was incapable. Like I didn't have the experience necessary that was needed to make money. Even when stocks were going flying, even when a stock was going 300%, I couldn't make money on it because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to trade at that point. And so finally, like it was like 2022, finally turned the corner, started making money consistently, and the whole market just goes flat, like flatlining the past 6 months. And that's just like the worst timing that you could have as a trader. It's just by like learning through the hottest market ever in the history of stocks, of the market, and not being able to capitalize when stocks are going crazy, to when finally you're able to have that experience. You have that experience to make money, and now there's nothing moving. So, but that doesn't stop me. I'm still making money in a bear market, and that shows that I have a solid foundation for when the market does turn around. And when it does turn around, I'm going to be in a better position, a way better position than when I first started and stocks were going crazy. So the next time stocks start going crazy, we get a GME squeeze to 500. I'll be ready to trade that. I'll be on the horse. So just got to be patient for that market to come back, and it will come back with time. And the stocks, will start going 100% again at the open, 200%. You'll see overnight gaps, multi-day runners again, And it's just about being patient and then attacking when the time is right. And right now is not the time, but I tried to push it through and see if I could get green. But no matter how hard I tried, I'm ending red. And I don't want to dig myself a big hole on today to where it takes like a whole day or 2 days of solid trading to make back. That would just be pointless. I'd rather just accept that today's gonna be a red day, walk away, come back tomorrow, maybe something else will be moving and I can get green. So that's it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last day in June. My goal is to finish strong, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. All right, hope you guys had a green day. If you're still trading, good luck, and peace out.